Hey, it's Monster, one half of your dynamic hosting duo of the Nerdy Man Room Show. Proudly bringing you another Man Room Short. Enjoy, and as always, please remember, viewer discretion is advised.
Yeah, so like you said, the cartoon started in '87, um, and from what I looked up, because I had to look and see, and I'm gonna admit that there's a lot of stuff I don't know about the cartoon apparently, but I didn't realize it was how long it was. 193 episodes plus
Yeah, and it
seven
ran to
specials.
96. It ran to 96. I did not realize it ran that long. I was thinking around 93 it was done.
Well, and that's the thing. So the first season what's considered the first season is only 5 episodes. It's a miniseries, just like how GI Joe, Transformers, several others started. But then as they went along, they increased the order. So season 2 was the 13 after the first, and then 3 and 4 were in the 40s and 50 episode count. Then by the time you get to season 6 and 7, that's kind of winding down the original run of the show, because seasons 8, 9, and 10 were only like 8 episodes apiece.
Yeah,
they were spread a
going
year
back
apart.
to what the original. Yeah, they started going back to how the first few were very, very limited episodes and short.
Yeah, and at the end of like season 7 is they don't get rid of Shredder and Krang and the Foot Clan. Then that happens in season 8, but in season 7, at the end of season 7, they lose the Technodrome, all their assets, all their weapons and stuff, and they're actually working out of like a warehouse. And by the end of season 8, Shredder, Krang, and everybody else is completely gone, and they have new villains. Lord Dreg, I think was his name, and the Triceraton invaders and stuff. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember. I'm sure I watched some of that, but I don't remember enough of that to tell you that. Other than seeing those characters and recognize them, I don't know crap about them.
I remember them from the video game Turtles in Time. I do not remember them from the show at all. I remember seeing the figures, and I remember seeing them in the video game, and it may have been some of the like Super NES games that I think they were in those. But other than those, I don't remember them.
What was that, Rob?
I was gonna say I agree with Hassel. I remember from the game Turtles in Time, and I remember seeing the figures, but I don't remember the show during that time period.
I remember the Triceratons being on screen. I don't, without looking at the game and stuff, I wouldn't have remembered Lord Dreg or any of the other toys. But that was the other thing they changed too. Like we talked about, we didn't realize how long it ran, but at the end of season 7, they actually swapped everything to be a darker tone. They got rid of a lot of the comedy. I mean, they kept a few things like the pizza and stuff, but they got rid of a lot of the jokes that they would make, a lot of the catchphrases they would use. And they actually, like, even when Bebop and Rocksteady were in there in season 8, they actually tried to make them credible threats and menaces. They weren't just the comedic relief bumbling idiot henchmen anymore.
So you're going to make me go back and rewatch this, because I actually own the Turtle Van that's got all the seasons in there. Thanks to our sponsor, The Zone Collectibles. Kevin found it for me on the low a couple years back, and I've had it sitting in my room, like just as I literally have it sitting there, because it looks like the Turtle Van. Then I got like Bebop and Rocksteady on one side, Shredder and Raphael Pops beside them. Yeah, I've had them just displayed for years, more display than anything. But you're gonna make me go back and rewatch that, because I actually love the cartoon. I still look back on it very favorably. I loved a lot about it. Now it did kind of get off the rails at a certain point. I remember even in my, like I said, I kind of forgot it around 93. So I was around 12, 13 at the time. And I remember thinking back then, it was like, this is getting a little,
I enjoyed watching it a lot, and I liked it, but I will tell you that most of my memories of it are going to come from that original miniseries and probably like season 2 and 3. Now I remember certain things like, hey, the neutrinos popped up, or you had the what were they, the battle frogs or whatever they were called at the time, whatever their team was.
The neutrinos are the one I hate the worst. Those teams.
But I can remember, I can remember them showing up. I can remember the frogs showing up, and then you get to some of the later characters, and they're like, I don't remember where they came from, and I know they did away with a lot of the mutants and stuff, the mutants that they fought all the time in like seasons 9 and 10. But I'm like, dude, I don't really remember a lot of the stuff other than those first few.